Good day. On April 19th, 1775, just as the sun was rising over Lexington, several brave revolutionaries who believed they were doing the right thing fired shots towards an overwhelming and daunting British force. Many of them would not live to see the next few hours, let alone the years ahead that would see their army not only win the war, but also go on to serve a country that would become the world power and dominant military force on the globe. Through the years, many millions would join their ranks, the ranks of those who would serve, fight, die, and live with the battle scars that war gives. Tecumseh Sherman correctly observed that war is hell, but it is not only helpful but also needful that we have men and women willing to go into that hell in order to fight for freedom, justice, and the common good. Likewise, it is meet and necessary that we honor those who do so, not out of obligation, but out of gratitude. Veterans Day is just such a time when we can say with one voice, "Thank you. Your service and your cause are not forgotten." As an active member of the military, Veterans Day also holds a special significance for me. I see it as a day that I can say to my fellow brothers and sisters that their cause, their fight, and their freedom will not be lost, but continue on. I am part of a grand tradition that stretches from that first shot at Lexington to the battle drills conducted yesterday inside a FOB in Afghanistan. That honor freezes alongside George Washington at Valley Forge, struggling to find inner strength. It weeps as brother fights brother at Antietam and strives to heal a nation torn by civil war. It remains thick in the air and grows from the very earth along the beaches of Normandy for so many soldiers who crossed a sea to protect a world. It cannot be denied or lost even in the sweltering jungles of Ken Long, Vietnam, as soldiers struggle to fight even without support from home. It is an honor and tradition that is seen in every face that has stood in an Iraqi desert or marched under a hot Afghani sun. Now, that is not to say that an army uniform, or any uniform for that matter, automatically makes a person great. There is no uniform on earth which, when donned, automatically makes a person honorable. Whether a judge's robe, a doctor's frock, a policeman's badge, or a soldier's uniform, it is the things done in the uniform that bring honor. And thus, Veterans Day should be the day that we choose to honor those who chose to show honor. We honor those who gave their lives, certainly, but also honor all who truly believed they were serving God and country, who used hearts and minds to serve, and who lived, and in many cases died, with a code of conduct, with values and principles, and who strived to remain beyond reproach in all they said and did. After all, one cannot profess to fight for truth, liberty, and justice while trampling the very values for which they fight. Members of the military should not only be the enforcers of the American ideals, but also the emulators of them. While actively fighting to defend human rights, we must concurrently respect them. Veterans Day, again, is a day to honor those who have done this and have made the world a better place, while realizing that some battles are won with words and not bullets. So where does all this leave us? Should everyone be required to serve in the military? Certainly not. But this day, I believe, has been set aside to remind a prosperous nation that there have been prices paid and hell endured on its behalf. And while you may honor those who have done the pain, I believe that they themselves would far prefer that we honor the ideals they strive and strove to uphold. Liberty, justice, freedom, and equality are not merely American traits, and it is not only soldiers who must carry them to the world. While war may seem a necessity, peace should always be the goal. The battle to eradicate true enemies like poverty, illness, famine, violence, hunger, social ills will rage on long after the guns have been silenced. And it is in that war which we all fight. So remember this Veterans Day that you are fighting too. We are all veterans. We all have ways that we can serve. Not all soldiers wear a uniform, and we all fight in this war. It is my prayer that we, like all good veterans, may do our own part and serve with honor. God bless you all. God bless all veterans, and God bless the USA.